and welcome to the first day of the Catch Your Wardrobe Challenge. I'm in my office at the minute, but this behind me is actually the entire contents of my wardrobe. What I haven't got here is my sportswear, so anything that I wear to go running or to go to ballet, because there's no point in having that here. And I've also already removed my sun wardrobe. Now that's not summer wardrobe, that's sun. So things that I only wear on really hot sunny days or when I'm on holiday, like little strapless tops and little shorts, beach cover-ups, those kinds of things, because I don't include those in my normal wardrobe. So what we've got left here is everything else that I own. And it might look like quite a small amount to you, but that's because I always work on the principle of keeping as few clothes as possible. Having said that, there is quite a lot here, so I'm really looking forward to getting started. So the first thing that I will do, and this is something that you can do as well, is I'll pick out anything that I haven't worn in the last 12 months, because the chances are I'm really not going to wear it again, and it'll be the same for you. Now, if that sounds too harsh for you to start with, I would suggest that you think about it if you haven't worn something for the last 2 years, okay? So for me, I'm going to pick out this dress. I love this dress. I mean, it's even got loads of dust marks on it, which is just evidence of how little I've worn it. So I'm going to put that on this. I've got a chair here ready for all the stuff that I'm picking out. So I haven't worn that for probably 18 months. What else have I not worn? I have this lovely velvet coat, but in fact I've had it for about 4 years and I've probably worn it 3 times, so that can go in my pile as well. I haven't worn these since last summer, so I didn't wear them at all this summer, so I'm not going to wear them again. I'm certainly not going to wear them in winter. They're little capri pants, so I'm not going to wear those, so they can go. And I haven't worn this, which was quite a decent little black blazer. I've had it for about 3 years. You can't really tell on the camera because we're not in high definition, thankfully. But it's actually started to get quite a bit bobbly. It's not looking as smart as it used to. So that can probably go as well. For you, there may well be a lot more stuff that you haven't worn in 12 months. Remember, I really try hard to keep this to a minimum, and I do get rid of things quite often. So this might take you a little bit longer just to go through that process. So the next part that I'm going to do is I'm going to think really long and hard and look at the clothes that I just kind of know I'm not going to wear again. And it might be because they are looking a little bit dated. It might be because they're looking a bit tatty. It might be just because, I'm over it. I've moved on from that. The first thing that I see for sure is the corresponding to the blue trousers is these red trousers. Now, I really do like them. I think I wore them twice this summer, which is not a lot. But if I'm honest, they are starting to look a bit tatty. They don't iron as nicely as they did. Next summer it would be their third summer. It would be their second year of existence. They're just not looking very smart. So I'm going to be brutal. I'm going to get rid of them. Okay. This jumper was given to me, and I really, really like it. It's really cuddly and soft and everything. But as happens with jumpers quite often, it's lost all its shape down at the bottom. So it would be quite okay to keep as a gardening thing or something like that, but I'd probably just feel guilty. It's time to let this go. By the way, there's a little bit of noise outside. I timed this very badly because this is also the day that we're having tons of concrete delivered, so if you can hear funny noises outside, that's what that is. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye to misshapen jumper, because you never look stylish or feel stylish in a jumper that doesn't hang nicely anymore. Other things, this dress, I've worn it a few times this summer. I wore it a lot last summer and the summer before. I really liked it, but I'm kind of bored of it. It served its purpose, and it was only 20 quid. It's still in okay condition, but I'm just not really into it anymore, so that can go. Oh, I found another dress that I haven't worn. I haven't worn this for a long time. It's a beautiful silk Hobbs dress, but I don't wear it. Oh, sorry. this is something that I keep forgetting about, that will be no doubt recorded, is that my screen keeps going off but it still records. This is a dress that it's inside out, but again it did well for this summer, but it's just like a jersey material dress. I'm gonna say goodbye to it because I'm sure I can find something better for next year. I've got another top like this somewhere. I've got this top, there's a purple one, there it is. So I've got these tops. I've worn them a lot. I've got really good wear out of them. They're both from Wallis. They, were less than £30 each. Again, if I kept them, they'd be in their third year next summer. I'm kind of just bored of them. I'm, sick of the sight of them, really. This one went with the blue trousers that I've got rid of, or it goes with jeans, but, I don't need to keep it. Now, I'm jumping a little bit ahead. This cardigan, there's nothing wrong with this, but what's happening is I'm getting rid of all the clothes that I would normally wear it with. So I've worn this top with this cardigan, and I've also worn this cardigan with the black and white spotty dress that I just showed you. So now I haven't really got anything to go with this green cardigan, so that needs to make a bit of an exit, really. So you get the idea. This is 4 years old. I didn't wear it as much as I wanted to this year, so it's probably time to say goodbye and get something new. Now, one of the things that I talked about, where are you in life? So when I first started in this business, I did a lot of networking, I did a lot of presentations, and I always, I was really quite into the chic city girl kind of look, smart fitted dresses and that kind of thing. So I really, really love this dress, and it looks fantastic, but there's something better out there for me, and it doesn't really fit with my lifestyle. I'd probably only wear it once or twice. I think I've only worn it once in the last 12 months. So time to say goodbye to that one. Now this I've had for a very, very, very long time, and it's just beautiful. It's this gorgeous velvet coat from Laura Ashley that, I wore it to my dad's funeral. I wore it on the first Valentine's Day that I had for my husband. Goodness me, that was 9 years ago. Gosh, 9 years ago. Yes, this is very old, but it still suits my style a bit. It's a little bit dressy up, and I can't part with that one yet. Okay, you'll find you have items like this in your own wardrobe. Okay, moving on. Have I got anything else that I haven't worn, or that is looking a little bit old and tatty? Okay, this. So just a casual top. I'm not very good with casual tops, to be honest. It's not something that I'm very good at wearing or buying, because I always think they look a bit nothing on me. But I like the colour on this one. It's got a little bit of detail on the sleeve, but it's 3 years old. It's not ironed, so it looks worse than it is, but it's just lost its life, really. It's time for it to move on. So that's done that. Okay, this hoodie. Now this is something to think about. So this was a gift, so already there's an emotional attachment, because you think of the person that bought it for you and think, oh, they'll be really offended if I get rid of it. I think I've had it for about 18 months, maybe 2 years. The trouble is that when I wear it, instead of standing up nice and tall, I actually kind of shrink, and I just don't feel good in it. And also, if somebody came up to me and said, oh, hi, you see you're talking to somebody at the park with the kids or whatever, and you get chatting away, and if I was wearing this and they asked me what I did for a living, I would be really reluctant to say that I was a stylist, because I would think that they would go, really? Oh, like they totally wouldn't believe me if I was wearing this. Hoodies are really useful. Like I've said to you before, I'm a mum. I've got a nearly 5-year-old. I've got 2 teenage stepsons. We go for bike rides and walks in the park and play football. So I think a hoodie is a good thing to have, but I think this is the wrong hoodie for me. So it's time to let that one go as well. Next, you're going to look through your wardrobe for things that are damaged, and you're going to make a judgment about whether or not you're actually going to repair them, and whether it's even worth repairing them. So I've got a pair of trousers here that they're like they're a linen blend trouser from Marks and Spencer's, and what it is that the hem has come undone, which quite often happens with trousers. Now, I'm not a seamstress, so I would never do this myself. The truth is, I haven't taken these anywhere to get them repaired for 12 months. So the odds for me getting them repaired in the next 12 months are fairly slim to none. They're a really nice pair of trousers, but also, if I'm honest, because of the linen, you can wear them and they'll look smart for about 3 hours, and then they look really tatty because they get creased, and you certainly can't wear them like another day. So they're actually not really very practical. So add that to the fact that they need repairing, it's not worth it to me. And I have my winter coat, which is in desperate need of a good clean because it hasn't been out all summer, obviously. This was a very expensive coat. It was from a shop called Pinko in London. And this is the coat that I bought when I went to see an image consultant when I decided that that's what I wanted to do. So I really, really love this coat, but there's a lot of buttons missing, it needs a good clean, and I discovered that the lining needs replacing as well. So is it worth keeping and repairing and getting it cleaned and looked after? To me, yes it is, because I've never found a winter coat that I love as much as this. Because of the quality of it, I know that it's actually going to scrub up really well. So I'm going to keep this, but I am definitely going to take it to the cleaners and get the buttons repaired, replaced, and get the lining replaced as well. So that's how we start with our capsule wardrobe. So we get rid of the things that we haven't worn, we get rid of the things that no longer really serve us, and we get rid of the things that we're not going to repair. The next thing that you can start doing, now I don't really have this in my wardrobe because I stick to my rules all the time, but the next thing to start doing is just picking out colours of things and go, does that actually really suit me? So it might be that you've got something green. All you do is try and get some natural light from a window if you can. Stand in front of the mirror, hold it up under your chin and go, does this actually look good on me? Is this the right colour? Okay, it might be something that's yellow or it might be something that's brown, and you look at it and just go, no, that's just no good. And if you're not 100% certain, you can ask somebody to help you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give everybody colour charts so that you can get an idea of the things that do look good. I'm going to email those to you later in the week. But as it's the weekend, this is a really good opportunity to just start clearing out the things that you know in your heart you don't need, okay? We are going to whittle this down further, but this is the first step. Don't get too overwrought by this. It can be quite an emotional process sometimes because you've got clothes that, oh, I used to wear those when I was thinner, or I wore those on my first date, or whatever it is. I mean, I've got it with this, haven't I? You will have those things. You don't have to get rid of anything. You don't have to get rid of everything. You don't have to do anything. This is just the first step of taking them out of your wardrobe. Now, if you have got things like that you think, I can't part with them yet, what I suggest is that you put them in a different place for 6 months. So if you've got space in another room, you could put them in another room. You could put them in a bin liner and put them up in the loft, or put them in a garage. But put them there for 6 months and then revisit it. Okay, you don't have to do everything all in one go. Okay, so that's it for today. That should be a good start to clearing out the things that you don't need. That's your first step, a good thing to do on a Saturday and Sunday. If you've got any questions, you know how to get in touch with me. All right, take it easy, bye.